So, students, we are standing now in the side of surgical laboratory, and it's very wondering and interested that we came to meet Mr. Vishal from Delhi, and he's a brilliant student of this university. So, let me hear you about his voice and experience about this regarding this university, and as well, Anna will also explain. So,
Now we are in the auditory, which is called the Surgical and First Aid Laboratory. So Vishal is one of our mentors. We have 4 mentors for this semester, and he's a good student. So now I think Vishal will share his experience with you, as it was already said.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you for the compliment. My
Great.
name is Vishal. I'm from Delhi, India. I'm in 5th year of University of Georgia. I'd like all of you guys to invite in my university to study. This university gives you an exposure towards the surgical and the clinical experiences, and give you all the particular details and the peculiar things what is needed for the MBBS and the medical sciences. This university gives you the opportunity to study well, gives you the opportunity to get the scholarship and excel your knowledge about the medical sciences. So I hope and I want to see you guys here soon.
and Vishal, like I have some. Can you share something experience, like how about like cost of things, how it's gonna be cost you? Does have you got like any like estimate? For example, you're supposed to had your estimate budget for studying over here. So is that comes around like something extra cost of that? Or it was like according to your estimate? How is
That's fine. That's fine. Like when I came here, the cost of living that has been told by the peoples, and I have studied on the internet, it's the same. You'll not find anything extra over here. Georgia is a very affordable and a very good country. Peoples here will support you with everything, whatever needed. And yeah, if you want to study in a comfortable budget, that will be the best country you are studying in.
And how do you realize what kinds of scholarship does University of Georgia is providing for the medical students care? So
Yeah.
so like it will be easy to understand for the students also, because lots of students have questions always like what's about scholarship, because when they are hearing for the medical study, always they have remarkable questions like what's scholarship, how much scholarship we gonna be have. So if it's gonna be clear by you, it would be much better.
Sure. So University of Georgia offers you the academic scholarship that has been given once in the year. You have to maintain your GPA, that is the grading point assessment system, and that will be a very easy thing to maintain, because teachers here will explain you very well, and if you are studying it on a day by day basis, you will get your scholarship very done, and university will help you with all the things that are required for the scholarship. So no issues with that.
Can you share how much scholarship have you got on your GPA base in this university?
So my GPA is 4 out of 4. So the scholarship that
4
has
out of 4.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's excellent.
So right now we are getting 100 gel for scholarship, and that help us with the day-to-day routine. And if we need to buy something for our laboratory by ourselves, we can buy it.
So you are fully scholarship.
Yeah.
And university is giving you 100 gel also.
Yeah.
Like it's
No, like a tuition fee we have to pay, and university is giving us on a monthly basis 100 gel.
tuition fee. How much tuition fee?
My tuition fees is 5,500.
$5,500 after the scholarship, or
No, like a scholarship is different. That is an academic scholarship. You don't have anything on the tuition fees. This academic scholarship you get on the basis of your marks in each semesters, and you have to maintain a particular GPA for that scholarship.
so have you got any like GPA scholarship?
Yeah, I am on the GPA scholarship. I have 4 GPA. You have to maintain at least 3.75 to 4 GPA for getting the scholarship.
So okay, so you are on the scholarship right
Yeah.
now. Okay, so thank you so much for this all informations. And how do you prefer like living lifestyle and security and all those things in Georgia for like international students? How you suffered in this 5 years experience?
So in my 5 years, I find Georgia extremely comfortable for me, as well as if we talk about the security, Georgia is one of the top country in the name of the security. You don't have to face anything if you are going outside in night, also in day outside. You don't have to take any tension. It's all cool, it's all comfortable. You can go anywhere you want to go. And in case of anything, Georgia is best for me. That's why I choose this country.
Had you faced any language barrier, like as a communications of? I know it's in Georgia we have Georgian language as in like public interaction. But while have you studying over here, had you any language barrier, or you study completely from the beginning, like only medium of instructions English?
Yeah. So, well, as the course demands, one thing you have to learn basic of the Georgian language. That is very important because you need to interact with the patient sometimes. But yeah, definitely, if you have little bit of knowledge of Georgian also, that is fine, because all the doctors will support you in that and also translate you what the patients are trying to communicate with you. So that's all comfortable over here. And no, like English is the main language we are studying here, and we are very comfortable with it. If we have anything in Georgian, teachers will always help us to understand that thing.
And of course, international language testing system was not required for you. That means IELTS.
No, nothing like that.
Because as English proficiency, just one interview skill is.
One interview, and you have a small exam that is the basic knowledge of the sciences you have to give, and that's all.
And how is like transparency between exam centers? Like, do you have faced any kinds of challenge, like you are not satisfied or so on? Like the different students have also that doubt that sometimes exams are not transparency and not fair. And some other countries or other universities, it's happened like in mostly. So I don't want to identify the name, but there are some things like confusions that from somebody from university part demanding the money or something like that for the exams and all to pass the exams actually.
Yeah, so well, in University of Georgia, the exam system is very transparent. You will be always in the watch, and there's nothing like this. If you have to pass the exam, you should have the knowledge, and you will pass the exam. You'll not meet any of these kind of assistants as well as any kind of these bribery or something in there. This is all a transparent exam. You will have it in a room which is completely covered with cameras and the peoples. So it's all clear, and you have only one chance, one go to go. So nothing like this will happen.
That's a really perfect message. Thanks a lot. And just one or two few questions we have to clear about this. Yeah, sure, you can carry on if you.
Yes, about the exam that Vishal told us, we can show the examination room that clinical skills are assessed, about the cameras, the individual room that only students are there. So you will have imagination what kind of exams are going
I
through.
just remember now. So how about the theoreticals and practical study inside the University of Georgia?
Yes, so for theoretical exams, we have a very good system of studying over here. That means if you are having a lecture on the day, the next week you will have the same practice and the written examination for that. Also, you have a clinical day, like a clinical day in which you can come here, you can practice the same thing that you have already been studied. So this will give you a grip on the subject what you are studying. And then in the last we have a OSCE exam, which is for the clinical examination, what student is studying and learning, you can show it there. So that's all a system to give you the grip about the subject as well as the study.
That's great. And does university have their own clinic also?
On the last floor, like the 5th floor, we have a simulation clinic. We have all the patients in the mannequins in which we can practice. We have it here also where we can practice a little bit, but in simulation lab we have patients with which we interact. Sometimes we also play a role play. We become doctor and patient. We try to communicate, and in the last we go there.
So you never gonna be had happened any problem regarding the practicals?
To me, practical, no, never a problem at all.
University does have enough beds of capacity for like training and etc. So
for training programs, you will never face any issues in University of Georgia. I'm not talking about the whole universities in Georgia, but in University of Georgia, you'll always find a peaceful and comfortable place to practice. You will have all the necessary equipment and all the necessary space you need to.
And my last question, so how was your experience between these pandemic situations? There was interruptions. Many of the universities stopped giving physical classes and they goes for like virtual classes. So in that time, how did you face, like did you had any interruption of the period and time, or you just go continue of your study in this
See, in pandemic time, everybody had a hard time, but definitely I praise University of Georgia so much for that, and I always say it in peers of my circle, which is from other universities, because everybody was sitting and studying from home. But University of Georgia, they took the risk, extensive risk, and we have studied offline, which is the most important part of our medicine study, because we are gonna be a doctor and we are handling a human life.
Yes.
So it is really important us to be in contact with the patients and like understand the following things from practical knowledge. So for that, University of Georgia always supported us and always motivated us to go and study whatever we want to study in person. So they have take care of all the necessary precautions what we need to take for the COVID. But yeah, somewhere we talk about the study, practical part is the most important part of the medical study, and we have excelled it. We never missed any of the classes or any of the practical part. We are doing all the practical part that is important for the study.
Thank you very much for such a nice and much possibility and need of information. And this your speech will be really going to be helpful for like future students who are intending to get admission in University of Georgia. Vishal, thank you and wish you very good luck. Like it's remains just a year that you will complete the medical doctors program. So wish you very good luck. Thank you very much for the participation.
Thank you.